What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel once again. I go by the name Mike, and this is Radio Xposed. Today, I'm going to talk about something that happened yesterday. It's actually, um, in the last video I did, I talked about the economic situation in Ghana right now and how bad it is. And like I said, you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that. Anyway, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a video on the channel. And I got a lot of stuff coming your way. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you are old here, thank you for coming back. And I have got previous videos that you can go back and watch. And like my videos, comment in the comment section, and let's see what you think about whatever we do on the channel here. And basically the issues we talk about. So yesterday, the president of Ghana did a national address. And I had a chance to listen and watch it before I slept due to the time difference. I'm 8 hours ahead of Ghana. And first of all, let me say this. So when I was watching the video, or when I was watching the address, I was watching with my girlfriend, and she was listening to the president, and she's like, "Oh, your president is good. He has time to talk to the citizens. He listens to the citizens and all that." You know what I'm saying? So, and I asked her why. She said, "In my country, my president doesn't do that. He doesn't care. He gives a shit about that." I said, "Well, we have a good president, but it's just that the economy is running bad." So, there are so many good things he's done I really love. But when it comes to the economy, man, now things are bad. So yesterday, the president himself admitted it, that the economy is, now kojoto. You know what I'm saying? He admitted it in his speech, and I like the fact that he was bold enough to admit it. It was good. As a leader, when you identify a problem, the next move is to find a solution to the problem. So identifying the problem is a step getting you closer to the solution. But to find a solution is another whole thing to talk about. So I listened to him, and he said a lot of things. When I go on social media and I see people writing, the president didn't say anything, it was blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? Are you guys sure? Probably you just didn't want to hear what he was saying, or what you were expecting him to say. He didn't say it, so you think. Were you expecting the president to come and say, "Oh, I'm addressing the nation. I have reduced fuel prices. Boom. I have done this. Now when you go to the market, you buy water is free." Are you expecting that? You got to be kidding me. Man, nothing like that is going to happen. And like I said in the previous video, there is no way Ghana is going to revert back to the situation where we buy a bottle of water for 10 cedis, 10 pesos or 50 pesos. It's not going to happen. We are moving forward in this world. So you should understand things will get higher. Don't forget, the same Ghanaians are doing galamsey to destroy your waters. Don't you think the prices of water is going to go higher because it takes a lot of money to treat? Let's think as people. You create you cause the damage, and then you come back and cry after causing the damage. You got to be kidding me. Are you crazy? Yeah, so back on track. Now, what the president speak, I like it. His speech, I like the speech. There's a few things he talked about that I actually loved, and I would want to talk about those. He said a lot of things, but I'm going to talk about a few because some of them are too technical for my understanding, and I will choose to stay away from those. Those who are in those fields, or those who are in that field, will talk about it. So, like he said, restore macroeconomic stability through an IMF support program. That the country needs it now. We need it now, because if we don't go to IMF, there is no way the country Ghana can move. Now, this brings me back to the saying that we say, if you are not fully grown, you never laugh at somebody who is short, because you don't know how your height will be. I am saying this because When John Mahama was in office, you criticized him when he went to IMF. I never thought this MPP government would take Ghana to IMF after what they did to John Mahama. I am not speaking in favor of anybody. I am not a Mahama fan. I am not an MPP fan. I am just speaking as a Ghanaian. It's a very, very heavy proverb. If the MPP ever knew they would take one country called Ghana to IMF, they would never have spoken against Mahama when he did that. By saying so, I will also say this. The circumstances under which John Mahama took Ghana to IMF is far, far different from the circumstances under which this MPP government has taken Ghana to IMF. MPP is going to IMF because COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war and our own I would just say the two. COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war has contributed hugely, which is why we have to resort back to IMF. Because prior to COVID-19, the economy was growing. Everything was well. I would not say everything was 100%, but I mean, Ghana was better. So, the circumstances under which John Mahama and the NDC took Ghana to IMF is so much different from the circumstances the MPP went to IMF. It's just that when you don't know the future, you don't speak against the present now. Because you are not in that position. You find yourself elsewhere in a right corner. When you get tight in a tighter corner, you'll be saying something different. Okay. So yes, for the IMF, Ghana needs to go there. We have to go there. There's no two ways about it. And also he said, encourage traders to tone down profiteering, which is contributing to inflationary pressures. I mean, I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be said, but I said it. This is very, very, very important. Yes, the government needs to go down and make sure people are selling things at the right prices in the market, in the shopping malls, in the stores. Because a lot of people are taking advantage of the system to be kalabule. They are extorting money. That's extortion. The fact that the economy is bad doesn't mean you have to just price things anyhow. No, you can't do that. Because when you do that, you are just putting more pressure on the poor people who are buying things at the price of 1 CD, 2. You are just stressing them up. And that's how come the streets speak a lot that the country is hard. That's how it happens. For example, if I have this cap that I was selling for, let's say, 1 CD yesterday, and I hear the dollar is going up, so I decide to increase the price to let's say 5 CDs the next day. That's thievery. You are stealing. That's extortion. How? In the first place, when did you go for these items on the market? How much did you buy them? So why are you going to increase the price now? You see, Mr. President, if you have really come up with this, be serious about it. Do it. Go down to the market. Set task force to check on this, like Rollins did. Price control. People cannot do that. This is extortion. It's very bad. You are just extorting money from the poor, actually. Because no rich man is going to come down to the market and buy all these things. The people, the regular citizens, the poor people on the streets are the ones that you are extorting the money from. So please, Mr. President, I love the fact that you said this. It's very good. People are just taking advantage of the system. And people are just closing shops because they want the dollar to go up so they can have, I mean, come on, really? Why are we like this? Why do we do this to ourselves? Also, he talked about tackle cost of living by working to stabilize prices of petroleum products. Yeah, I mean, that's very important. He has to do it because the moment the prices of fuel goes up, everybody tries to, increase the price. Even things that don't have any connection with fuel, they increase price. Come on, really? It's so much. It's so people are just putting a lot of burden on the normal poor citizens. Why do we do this to ourselves? And so the president said that, and I think it's something good that should be done. It's a lot, and he also said this. And actually, before the president spoke, John Mahama and the NDC did a press conference where they talked about things that the IMF conditionalities are going to affect, and he said a lot of things. Now, in the president's speech yesterday, he said this: ensure no haircuts to treasury bill holders in the debt restructuring strategy. He talked about that if you have your money in treasury bill or whatever bill that savings, even pensions pay or whatever, don't think it's going to affect you in any way. You are not going to lose your money because they have a track record. When they fixed the banking issues when they came into power, there was a whole lot of mess in the banking sector, and they fixed it, and they made sure people who depositors who had their monies in these banks got back their monies. So it's not like they haven't done it before. They've done it before. They can do it again. That's why I keep saying, before COVID, I think this government was really doing well. Even in COVID, they were still doing well. And now we got hit by the Russian-Ukraine thing, and then it has aggravated the whole issue. So, and even still in this situation, there are things going on. One district, one hospital. You see, this government is doing a lot of things that needs to be applauded. But the things that affect the citizens directly in their pocket is what they are not seeing. And that's what affects us. Yes, you can build a hospital, but if I don't have money, how the hell am I going to go into the hospital? Yes, so the president talked about that too. And I think it was good. Reduce budget rigidities by capping statutory funds. Okay. Like I said, some of these things are too technical for me. I cannot really talk about it. And here he talked about tackle currency speculations to limit volatilities to the city. Very important. In general, I think if you really paid attention to what the president said yesterday, his speech, it was nice. I loved it. And if you sit somewhere and say the president didn't come up, what were you expecting? Were you expecting him to say like, now if you go to the market, you can get rice for free? No, it's not going to happen. He is telling you things they are going to do to, sustain the economy or to actually resurrect it, bring it back to life. Yes, and I believe these people, they can do it. They did it before. There's no reason to doubt them. Yes, let me see. What else did he say? He talked about a lot of things. And the black market people, why we live in Ghana and trade in dollar. Come on. Do you know how long it has been that I haven't even seen a dollar in China? Because I use RMB. I don't need dollars. I don't need dollars. I don't need it. But in Ghana, people find so much joy in trading in dollars, spending in dollars. And to some extent, it's your fault, the government. You have watched it go on. You've been watching it, and it's happening. You don't do nothing. So who is to blame? It's you. It's you. Guys, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever any video drops on the channel. I go by the name Mike, and this is Radio Exposed. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you are old, thank you for coming back. I've got previous videos that you can go back and watch. And share your views. Put down your comments in the comment section. I like my videos. Peace. I'm out.